Welcome back to the channel. Hair loss. How do you deal with losing your hair? If you're a young man, 20 to 30, you have hair loss, what do? Do you accept hair loss, or should you try to fight hair loss? Today, I want to try to answer that question for you. The first thing I'm going to do is share my personal experience with hair loss and what I chose to do and why. And then after that, I'll give you my recommendations for 95% of people what they should do. So let's get into my background. I first noticed I was losing my hair at 19. I cannot just put two and two together. I noticed all the men in my family have no hair. My father, my grandfather, his grandfather. And so I thought, I'm probably gonna lose my hair. And I really liked my hair at the time. And I had only a little bit of confidence, not a lot. At 19 was really a turning point for me, where I went from, I think, from a boy to a man. Because I had the balls to shave my head. And the reason I did it was because I wanted to see if I liked what I looked like with no hair. Now, granted, I only shaved my head with a clipper, so it had like more of a buzz cut look, but still, as close as I could, I shaved my head. And then I grew back my hair. It was okay. It actually relieved a lot of fears I had automatically, because I didn't think I looked horrible. Like, what I thought I was gonna look like in my head was a lot worse than what I actually ended up looking like. But remember, I didn't have that much confidence to begin with. So that's what I did. And I noticed as I grew back that I was actually losing my hair. I had that horseshoe pattern. So that's the first reason that I did it. I was genuinely curious if I could like what I looked like. It was more of a curiosity. The second reason is I grew back my hair, but then I shaved it again. So I had to do it a couple times. Nothing is perfect the first time you do it. I had to shave my head myself. I had to go to a barber shop and get it shaved. I had to do it a couple times to expose myself to this fear that I also had. So throughout my life, I had fears, and one way or another, I had to face them, whether it was trying to run away from them, procrastinating on fears, or facing them. You have a fear and it's in your face. You have to do something about it. Hair was no different. So facing my fears. And as I did it more and more, and as the years went by, I was more and more okay with the fact that this is okay. And a lot of things started to happen for me at 19, as I made in my last video, the confidence video. A lot of things started to happen. I started to develop more confidence as I took more action in my life. And I came to realize one important thing. I'm a very happy man. I'm a very simple man. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful just to have 2 hands, 2 feet, a functioning body. I'm a young, healthy man. And hair didn't make the cut on the list of things that I think I needed to be happy. I was already happy. 19, 20, 21, I was getting more and more happy. My confidence was going up. So that's the route I chose to go. To work on my mindset, to not have to worry about medication, and to be as healthy as I can possibly be. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think your body on medication is the healthiest version of you that you can be on, unless you have some type of special condition that you were born with a deficiency. So what do I recommend most people to do? I know this video may seem biased, but like I said, I genuinely just want to help people that are losing their hair come to a conclusion on what they should do. For most people, for 95% of people, I recommend that you actually try to fight hair loss, and here's why. While I was debating whether I should or shouldn't shave my head, and even after I did, for a long time, I was consumed with hair loss. I did a lot of research on it. I probably did more research on hair than 70% of people. Now, the other 30% of people, the top 30, 20% of people who research hair loss, they know a lot. But the research I found was that even though hair is a natural process, losing your hair, and it happens to some men faster than others, and some men not at all, that's because just your genetics. If you have a predisposition to DHT, so It's a natural process. That means you need to take medication to stop this natural process. What type of medication? You find out you have to take finasteride, minoxidil, there's dutasteride, there's RU, there's a lot of things. There's dermastamping, derma rolling, red light therapy, PRP, which is like mixing your blood, turning it into plasma, injecting it in your scalp. All these things that you can take. And the science says that it's actually relatively safe. Now keep in mind, hair loss is ever evolving. So is the treatment for it. So the research, it's never ending because there's new research being made and published today as we speak. In 100 years, maybe they'll solve it. But for now, with what we have, it's fairly safe. So I would recommend most people just fight hair loss because it's so mentally draining, and I don't think a lot of people would want to go through it. For me, I kind of grew up going through a lot of things, so I was fairly used to it, and I enjoyed challenging myself in that way. And I want to be as healthy as I can be without, like I said, I didn't feel like I needed it. So here's a couple other reasons why I recommend you should try to fight hair loss. Next reason is most people are not optimized. They're not optimized with their sleep. They're not optimized with the food they're eating, the food they're consuming. Some people drink a lot, they smoke a lot. Those things all have side effects on your life. And then if you're like really overweight, and then you're like, oh, wait, what if this drug has side effects? I mean, your life already has side effects. That most people, right? I'm talking about most people. You may not be most people. Most people are just not optimized, and they don't care about their health to that degree. So even if there's a 1% chance that it's bad for your health, like by 1% if it's bad, just a little bit, 1% worse than the you are today once you start this medication, you're already not optimized, so it's not going to have a big effect on you. For me, I don't need it. I don't want to take 0 chances. I'm totally fine. I'm happy. I'm able to make myself happy. That's my opinion. Most people should try to fight hair loss, and for me, I didn't think it was necessary. Now, for a very few amount of people, you're actually going to have benefits from fighting hair loss. For most people, you won't have any benefits. Yes, even I will admit that I looked better with hair when I was like 19. But as I started to lose my hair doesn't want to stay on my head. It's going to look worse and worse unless I hop on medication. But most people look better with hair. That's almost all people. Hair frames your face, so you may look a little worse. You may be afraid, oh, what if I can't attract the opposite sex or the same sex, however your preference is? What if I can't attract girls anymore? What if I get bullied? What if I don't fit in or people would judge me just because I don't have hair? How will this affect how I look and perceived by other people, my style, all of those things? They're fears that you have in your head, and you're not really sure what will happen. And it's a lot to go through unless you actually go through the process of shaving your head like I did. So for very few people, if you go through it and you come out the other side, you have a lot of benefits. I would be lying if I said my life personally didn't improve from losing my hair. And even though it's something that shouldn't make any sense, everything in my life got better. Now, yes, have I been rejected by a girl just because I don't have hair? Have I been judged? Have I been bullied just because I don't have hair? All of those things are true, but that's just like having a bad day at the gym. It means nothing. It's not the week, the month, the bulk of your consistency and your training, right? That means nothing in comparison to a whole year of training. So same thing, those bad experiences, they're few and far between. Everything else in my life got better. Overall, dating got better, my confidence got better, my mindset got better because I'm no longer stressing about losing my hair. I do like how I look. I'm happy in my life. My fitness got better. My life just got better. I'm just a happier person, and I feel proud to uphold my bald legacy. So that's my 2 cents on this topic on losing your hair, what you should do. Hopefully this helped you. If you're watching this, I would suggest trying to fight hair loss because there's so many things you can do. It's really difficult to go through this in this day and age where it's very superficial. I don't think I'm a super superficial guy. So that's my opinion. Hopefully you liked this video. Dislike the video if it wasn't helpful whatsoever. Leave a comment and let me know what you thought. And more videos coming soon. That was the entire video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.